Hey Giant Alumni friends, this is Mark Fauser, and I'm in front of our gift that we received from a Giant Alumni. It's our marion.touchpros.com. So if you were to go on your computer and type in marion.touchpros.com, then you'll get to this screen. I'm going to show you quickly what you can do and how you can go through it. You'll click right here on the Alumni page. And then we go inside, and you have the option to either go to the Hall of Distinction, Athletic Hall of Fame, Arts Hall of Fame, Yearbooks, or MHS Giants Basketball, because, after all, that's so popular with us. But let's go to the Hall of Distinction, for example. If we wanted to just type in our inductees, and let's say you were looking for someone. I'm just going to put a last name, and I'll just put M. Well, there are 4 Hall of Distinction members that's last name starts with M. I'm going to, for the fun of it, put Scott and Julie Moorhead. And there you'll be able to read their bio. And then, in addition to that, you can go to this button right here and click on their video and watch their acceptance speech right here. And you'll be able to listen to it. So that's one of these amazing tools that we have with this Touch Pro. I'm going to go back down here. I'm going to go back to the Hall of Distinction. I'm going to go into the inductees again, and I want to say graduation year. So I can pick by which year these Hall of Distinction members graduated, or I can go back to the inductees and I can look at what profession. So if I want to say what business people went through, there's your business people that are great alumni. And let's say, for the fun of it, I want to hit Carlton Rose. There it is. And so Carlton there's his bio, and he had this very moving acceptance speech here. And you can watch it. So there's so much to do and so much to learn about your fellow alumni on this device. So anyway, that's how you go through the Hall of Distinction. Our Athletic Hall of Fame, you click on that button, and you can look at our athletes. And you can go through their last name or the sport, graduation year, or awards. I'm going to go sport, and let's just say, for the fun of it, I'm going to go to baseball, and I'm going to see my buddy. There's Ben Bernal, and there's Ben in action, okay? And let's say I want to see, there's all your baseball players. So it's kind of that's how we divide it up. Let's go back to this. And let's see where the next level is. See who went to Division I or semi-pro or professional. Let's say you go to Division I, and we'll go to baseball again, and there's Ben again. But you could type, and there's Eric Persinger. How about that, Eric? Or you can go back and see, like, Dick Persinger's dad. So, such great history, and this is with all of our sports. And you can spend literally hours and hours and hours on this thing. And we'll go back, and let's say we were to go to next level again, and you want to go up one, and we call this semi-pro, even though these were paid professionals, and there's people out there doing, like Scotty Wood, for example. He's professionally playing in Europe. But he was, for a while, with the Golden State Warriors. So you can click through there and say, man, Scotty Wood had such a great career. What a great Marion Giant. You can click on the video here, and you can see him win the 3-point competition for the Golden State Warriors. Really cool stuff. Okay? So I'm going to go back, and then let's say we're going to go back to this, and we'll go next level again. I'm sorry, I'm going kind of quick, but don't want this video to go on forever. Next level, and let's say I go to professional, and there you see some of our professional athletes: Jackie Gallagher, Jeff, Jim Gallagher, Okie Miller, Zach, Ronnie Russell, Wayne and Kim Siebold, Will Whitaker. You could go right here to Ronnie Russell and watch his perfect game. So again, what a great device. We're so blessed and honored that an alumni gifted this to us. It's also, this display is in the Athletic Hall of Fame, so when you come there and check it out, you'll be able to see it. Let's go back, and now let's just check out and this also has the teams, by the way. So you can go to teams, and you can go, I want to see either state championships or state finalists, your Final Four teams in all sports, and there's all of our state champions right there. And You keep going back. See, we won the golf championship 1926. You even go back to 1902. But let's say you want to go to 1975. There you can watch the entire 1975 game. So you could spend hours and hours and hours on this device reliving great giant history. Let's go back to the alumni. Let's go look at the Arts Hall of Fame. So you can go by last name, graduation, profession, induction year. Here's an example of profession. So we broke it up in several different categories. But for the fun of it, let's go to visual arts. And there's Tom Christie. And you can read about Tom Christie. He was a 1975 graduate. But you can not only read about him, but you can watch how he does this amazing carving and learn the story about Tom Christie. And what we don't have now, we're working on to build. So eventually you'll have videos and information about everyone. So again, I'll just take you through this right here and show you the induction year, which was last year when we opened this. But you see all of our great artists in there and some of the great teachers and artists that have done really well. So there you go. Let's move back to the main page there, and let's go to yearbooks. We have scanned every yearbook, and right now we only have 1952 in, but you'll have every yearbook in here before too long. And you could spend, again, hours and hours and hours flipping through and seeing every page of every yearbook of all time. And this is just 1952. Again, an amazing, amazing tool. So I'm going to go back to the home page here. Oh, I'm sorry, I went too far. And I'm going to go back in the alumni. And let's say I'm going to go to, I want to go back real quick to the Athletic Hall of Fame and show all-time records. Right here, we don't have everyone yet, but we have girls track and field. So you click on there and you'll see all the records held. And we're going to do that again for every sport. It just takes a long time to upload all this information in. But it's a living, breathing scenario that we'll just keep building on. MHS Giant Basketball. I think this is really cool too, because you can see like our Trester Award winners there, and click on them. You can see our Mr. and Mrs. Basketball winners. You can go back to McDonald's All-American. What I think is neat is, again, we're so lucky that we actually have the game where Zach Randolph won the MVP of the McDonald's All-American game. So plenty of videos, plenty of information. Another item I think is neat is you have our retired numbers. And a lot of people ask, well, what determines the retired numbers? It's you either have to be the Mr. or Mrs. Basketball, or a McDonald's All-American, or a Hall of Famer. Those are. I'm getting a phone call. I can't deal with this right now. You guys are too important, so I'll call back on that. And then finally, I want to show you one other really cool thing here. If I want to look at, let's say, the state finalist, there's videos in all these. In fact, last year, our boys and girls team were state finalists. But let's go here. And when I say state finalists, I'm talking about the Final Four. But even if you go to the 1947, you can look in there. There's my friend Dick Wigley, who is a very nice gifter to the Alumni Association. But he was an Indiana All-Star. But there, you can literally watch the 1947 game. So again, what a really cool device. We're so lucky to get it. And I just wanted to take you through so it's not intimidating, and use this video to show you this is what we have. We're also working on an academic Hall of Fame, and we might try to get some of the old Richie Walton videos up here too. So lots of cool things. Hope you enjoyed it. You have a good day.